Hi guys, I wanted to give you a little update on days 2 and 3. As you can see, sometimes I am getting hit with a little bit of pain. It's been about 3 hours since I took my last pain med. So day 2 was actually almost uneventful. My pain was managed really well. I was taking my medicine uh, like like clockwork. Um, But what happened at the end of day 2 is I got very just dizzy, like I was gonna pass out. And I was like at the top of the stairs. That's why I'm downstairs now. I was at the top of the stairs, and I was like, I'm gonna pass out. And I was so nervous about it. I was like, I think I need to go to the ER because I'm gonna pass out. And so I got there. They tested everything. They gave me fluids and I ended up feeling better. I might have to take something in a second actually now, but try to get through this first. They gave me fluids and I felt better. So I think what was going on for day 2 with me is that I had so many drugs in me, right? These very strong antibiotics. I've been taking stool softeners. I had all of those meds the day I got the procedure. I was very regimented about taking my pain meds every 6 hours. And so I think all of that together just like I'm a person who barely has a whole drink, and so I think it was just a lot. And I think I was dehydrated from all of those things and not really drinking enough water. I have since bought some electrolytes to add to my water and stuff. And so after I got home from the ER, which is about 8:30 last night, I actually didn't take another pain med until this morning, and I felt fine. Um, and then that led me to a false thing of like, oh, maybe I can go longer without the pain meds, right? So day 3 now, I came back from the emergency room. I feel much better. I feel clearer. I'm not in pain. And so then today I just tried to like, okay, let me drink more, let me do stuff like that. And today is day 3. A lot of people say day 3 they take a small walk. So I had pain this morning and I felt it coming and I was like, oh well, maybe it won't get that bad. That was a mistake. Like day 3, do not ease up on your pain meds. Jesus. Next thing I know, like tears were coming out of my eyes. Like I was talking to my cousin and he was like, you don't sound good. And I was like, my voice was going like, cause it was just taking over more and more. But because it's not constant pain, it can sneak up on you a lot more. So I ended up, having to go back to the opioid and having these just stabbing pains, especially my left side. So I don't know if I said this last time, but my right side needed like 1 vial of those pit balls to fill the arteries, but my left side took 4. So I had a lot more or larger fibroids or a lot more arteries that needed to be blocked on the left side. And so that has reduced a lot of pain on the left side, including like radiating pain down my legs. So but that wasn't happening this morning. I took the keto one, the naproxen one, and then about an hour and a half later, I took an oxy because I was like, okay, it was still bad. So then I kind of felt better. Like the pain was like in the background. It was not ever gone away, but it was in the background. And I needed to get something notarized. There's a UPS store like literally up the block, like not more than a block and a half, like just straight up the block. And I was planning on doing some walking today anyway. And oh my God, I made it there fine. While I was getting this thing notarized, I started bending over. I was on the phone with my friend. I started the pain kicked in. I wasn't in there for more than 5-10 minutes. On the way back, across the street to my block, and then like I could barely get halfway down the block. I almost had to ask a stranger to help me. I was almost doubled over. Oh, I'm gonna take this medicine soon. By the time I got to my actual, like I almost asked a stranger to walk me the rest of the way home. I was mid block, and then by the time got to my door, and I have to walk up 2 stories. I was out of breath. I was barely speaking on the phone. I think my friend was just trying to stay on the phone with me to make sure I got here okay. it took me, I had to go step by step. I was actually grateful to get to the steps because at least I had something to lean on. And then I just went one step at a time and made it up. And I got here and I was just in ridiculous pain. Like it was horrible. And so I took another of that oxy, and that was only 3 hours later. And I was inconsolable. And then crazy enough, I had these. Oh, and I'm sure this is ill-advised, but I had 2 of these. This is my only one left. Roadies. They're in California, I'm in California, so it's fine to have them. And it's like 4 milligrams CBD, 2 milligrams THC. I don't know if it's okay to even show these on YouTube. But like after like 20 minutes, it's like I'm just not getting any relief. I'm just like rocking. I'm in. I had this upstairs in my little refrigerator because I had read in a group before that a lady took, not this, but something like it, and that was the only thing that gave her relief. I'd read that in a Facebook group. So I crawled up the stairs and got this and put it in some sparkling water. And I will say within a minute of me just drinking like half of it, and this is very lightweight, like, because I'm not a, this is not, I don't, and I've had these for like years, you know what I mean? And it's not very potent, but like within a minute, everything calmed down. Like everything calmed down. It was a miracle. And I didn't even want to move because I didn't believe like everything had calmed down yet. I didn't even want to move because I was like, I don't believe it. And then after like 30 minutes, I was like, I think everything is calm now. Slight pain in the background, like 1 or 2, but like what was happening before, that pain that was shooting down my leg was so severe. I didn't even think I could keep walking. Like I didn't even feel like I was going to have control over my leg to make it move forward. It was horrible. Again, like people say it's like period pain, and sometimes it can be like a little bit crampy, but not crampy in the more traditional sense, but like it can mimic some cramping, but it becomes another thing entirely. Like what's going on my left side right now is a shooting. Like when I wince, it's because there is a stabbing, shooting pain. And I do think dehydration again is an issue. I don't really want to move again. I'll show you guys next time these packets I have. It's like liquid hydration or liquid IV that I've been putting into my water. And I also got some Gatorade water. Oh, sorry, that's blocking. That's supposed to have electrolytes in it already. Oh, I just dropped it. I can't be bending up right now because last time I took the pain meds was like 3 hours ago, and I can tell it's kicking in again. And I do think sometimes when I sit up, it's worse. So really rough day 3. Really rough day 3. Honestly. Rough day 3. Again, I really couldn't get all the way out of pain in the morning. And when I chose to take that walk, that was a mistake. So I came back home and looked at those boards on Facebook and stuff, and I saw other people have similar things. So that's why I want to say, like, make sure you don't get dehydrated, especially taking these stool softeners, because even though they say constipation can be an issue that can cause a lot of pain, I think these antibiotics that are crazy strong, like, and rough on your system. And taking stool softeners, I never, the pharmacy never sent my stool softener, so I've been doing like a little bit of milk and magnesia, like just a tablespoon or something. But anyway, you can even hear in my voice now, I'm sounding a little bit more dehydrated, and I sounded much worse last night. But I think hydrating is a huge thing, and not with just water. Like make sure you do some kind of Pedialyte or add some electrolytes or something, because I saw a few people that ended up back in the ER on day 2 or 3 with those kind of similar issues. And I also saw a lot of people who weaned off of their pain meds. day 2 or 3, too early. And that was a mistake. And I wasn't even trying to wean off. I didn't feel pain for like all night. And that was like 12 hours. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. Like maybe my pain is just organically generally better. And oh dear God, no, it was not. It was so not. It was so not. So not. Worst pain day ever. Right? So also I ate food yesterday. And my body, like, like I have been eating bananas and crackers or applesauce or like just very light things, chicken broth. And yesterday I had, come to my refrigerator and I saw I had this old Il Tiramisu restaurant here, old sandwich that I had from the day before, like the day before the procedure. And I was like, oh, I'll warm this up. It'll be great leftovers. And I ate like a little bit of it, and oof, yeah, that's a no-go. So food is a no-go for me right now. It's not like hard food, like you have to chew like that. It's a no-go. Really concentrating on water and having some electrolytes in it. Being more diligent about my pain meds. It's like late on my third day, like it's late. I'm in the AM, so that can be when it's a little challenging when you're trying to do, because you're not at night. If you sleep through the night, like, that's challenge. First night I was even setting an alarm to wake up during the night. I didn't do that for the second night, and that was a problem. So I didn't do that for tonight either, but I happened to wake up with and decided to record and had to go to the bathroom and then started feeling this pain. So also late third day, sorry, now I am spotting. I don't know why. I hope it stays at spotting. Yeah, it's hard because when you feel so much pain, you're like, oh my gosh, I hope these fibroids aren't recalibrating and growing new arteries and new pathways. You just don't know what your body is doing. So I try to just like rub my belly and just send a healing energy, and now that I know these things work, I have a friend going to pick up some more for me tomorrow, and I'm also going to get some topical like balm that's like heavy in CBD oil. Heavy in CBD, it's like 3-to-1 or something. Because look, whatever eases this pain is what I'm down for, like 100%. Whatever eases this pain, I'm down for. Because today was the worst day since the operation day. So operation day was kind of like day 0, and then I've been doing 1, 2, 3 since then. So anyway, I just wanted to give an update. Yeah, my very rough day 3, but the end part has been better. And yeah, I'll let you know how it goes from here on out. But just I actually did. Oh, lastly, I did send a feedback about my lack of pain management, because I do think that's something Black women face and women in general face, like not listening to us. I have not received any callback from the doctors. I did receive a callback from patient experience. It's just wild to me that you could go through this procedure and like no doctor or nurse follow up with you organically and see how you're doing. And that might not be everyone. That might just be these 2 people I picked from UCLA who I would just never pick again in a million years. So, it hasn't been the best experience, but hopefully it works. That's the biggest thing. But like, yeah, I am definitely going to try to advocate to take women's pain more seriously at that particular location in the future. All right, that's all I got. I hope you guys are well. Day 3 is supposed to be hard. I heard after day 5 it's going to be much better. So don't let my story discourage anyone. But I just want to give you guys some realistic expectations of what you might be facing. And everybody's different. Some people feel fine by now and they're out and driving and chilling. And I have learned that like I need to treat this like, I need to treat this like my body is going through something very serious and I need to rest. That could be hard for me, but that's what I'm doing now. It's like until at least day 5. So all day tomorrow, day 4, all day 5, I'm not doing anything. And I'm really hoping by that time I'm able to go on regular pain meds, meaning regular ibuprofen. So the last time I took Oxy was 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 6 hours ago. And I took ibuprofen 3 hours ago. So I've been trying to stagger it, like if I take one at 6, if I take the other one at 3, and then maybe I can take the naproxen now, then I can widen the use of the heavier pain meds, you know. Oh, because I didn't like the way they made me feel, honestly. But let me go, because I need to take some pain medicine now. That's the other thing I felt like women, and maybe black women, need. We need like a different pain model. Like if we have to hold and close our eyes, like I was very disappointed in myself that I waited till I literally had tears coming down my face before I took my medicine this morning. And then I let my pain get so bad this afternoon that I was literally like, I should just crawl up the stairs. I mean, just because it feels better to crawl, it feels better to be kind of bent over when you're in that kind of pain. And so I want to do like a pain scale, like just like right now I don't feel like doing this video anymore, right? It's like or like if you're on your phone with your friend and you don't feel like talking anymore, all of those are signs that your pain might be about to get serious. And you know, I'm just having stabbing pains periodically, so it's not like it's constant, but then all of a sudden it'll pop up on me and be constant. So I'm gonna go take care of it. That is something I think might be a great thing in written in terms where we can understand it and embrace it. And I'm gonna go now and follow my own advice. Anyway, all right guys, hope you're well.